Okay, so I am like 17 and a half minutes into episode 5 of season 3 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right now called In Dreams. And I'm just like watching this right now with the turtles being like in their dreams with the dream beavers haunting them. And Mikey's dreaming about all the Candyland lollipop stuff. And like now I'm like at the part where they're in comic book form, right? And there's all this like really weird imagery. I'm just like, oh my gosh, was I supposed to like do drugs before watching this episode? I don't know what is with kids' cartoons and having dream themed episodes like this, but they always have just like the trippiest imagery. But anyways, welcome to another episode of Turtle Tuesday, everybody. And once again, this is gonna be like a couple episode, like, just like one episode where it's like reviewing 2 episodes of Ninja Turtles from the 2012 show, that is, with a movie review because I just got home. It's a discount Tuesday. And this is going to be another one of those like triple whammy videos. Because I just saw Until Dawn tonight. The other Reacts really wanted me to watch this movie. He was messaging me on Instagram, but I'd be like, hey, are you going to see Until Dawn? I play the games that's based on. So it's like, yeah, I'll give it a chance. And just for context, because I have not played the Until Dawn games that this movie was based on, because, well, I've never owned a PlayStation as a PlayStation exclusive. And I watched the movie, and like I watched when I got home and I took a shower. I watched his review, just to get some further context about like what I just watched. And I gotta say, I probably would have liked this movie more if I had played the game that was based on. Like I said, I've always been an Xbox guy, so I've never played the games. But yeah, it's a horror movie with like this girl. Her sister has been missing for over a year, so she and her friends go to this one area to like go looking for her. And then they get stuck in this house in the middle of nowhere, and it's like, they die every night until like they break free from the whole cycle. And yeah, there's the first half of this movie. The build up was pretty decently done. Like I heard that the guy in the convenience store that they stop at is actually the actor. Also does the voice acting for one of the characters in the games. So I thought it was pretty cool how they did. And he warns them, hey, don't go there. Like, people go missing that place. There's a lot of mysterious elements, and I was told that like, oh, there would be Wendigos in this film, and I was like, okay, and like there is some creepy imagery. There is some like decent like claustrophobic atmosphere. But I'd say overall, this is where the film kind of slacks, especially in the second act. This film is like an hour and 40 minutes long, and like that, the second half felt a lot longer than it actually was. I feel like the film could have ended a little sooner than it actually did, even though the film's runtime wasn't even that long in the first place. It slacks, and it gets way too reliant on jump scares for my taste. I would say I did, Clover, I think that's the main girl's name. I did sympathize with her and losing her family, her mom and her sister, and her struggles with depression. And the Asian girl who's like the psychic in this film, like, she was pretty intriguing as well. But the other 3 characters, the guy, his girlfriend, and the other guy, they have this like stupid love triangle. Just who cares? Like, I could not care less about them. One of the dudes especially was just an absolute jerk throughout the whole film, and it was just like, ugh. Like, this is why, like, the best stories are character-driven and not premise-driven. Like, there's, like, there was just a lot of jump scares, and it's like, I don't scare that easily in movies and horror movies, and I never really felt that afraid while watching it. So, Until Dawn, again, I wouldn't say it's boring necessarily, but overall, I'll give it a 4 out of 9 stars. It's a meh film. Now, on the other hand, I have to talk about Sinners in this video as well. Like I said, it's a triple whammy. I'm going to be reviewing 2 Turtles episodes and Until Dawn, and I saw Sinners this past Sunday with my roommate straight after work, and holy cow, I couldn't even like film a proper review for it because I was just so like blown away by Sinners. I'm going to make another Schizo Rambling video probably this weekend by May, like Schizo Rambling, because May 1st is this coming Thursday. And yeah, Sinners is my favorite movie of the year so far. Not a hot take by any means. People are raving this movie, and yeah, it's a must watch, especially if you love vampires and Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler, who also directed Black Panther, by the way. It is the most, like, not necessarily unique. It does, like, tie into a lot of the classic like vampire movie tropes, but it does so in the most unique way I have ever seen. And it combines that with music and brilliant acting and great cinematography and a very, very intriguing setting. Just, oh my gosh, this film, it's S tier. Guys, I'm telling you. And I am going to include it with my ranking. And, I'm going to do, in my Schizo Rambling, this coming May, I'm going to rank all the films I've seen so far this year from worst to best. Because we're, like, almost a third of the way done with the year at this point. That's insane. But yeah, stay tuned for that, and let's get back to the Turtles. Alrighty, so I'm watching episode 6 right now, Race with the Demon. I'm 7 minutes into it, where Casey and April and Donnie go to the grocery store, they come back, and there's that one mutant who's driving the car, and Casey gets his car fixed, and he tries challenging him, and it doesn't work, the whole high-speed chase thing. The end of episode 5 with the whole, the Dreams episode, I feel bad for the old guy at the convenience store, because he said he spent 40 years of his life with no sleep, just keeping the Beavers away from him. And yet, like, the episode ends with the Beavers escaping. And to be honest, I found the episode kind of anticlimactic, because there's no, like, epic, like, fight between the Turtles and the Beavers, like, in the real world. Like, the Beavers just come out all small, like, regular old Beavers, and they just leave. And I saw it, the cops, the dude, once the episode, the problem was solved, the old guy just collapses and finally falls asleep for the first time in 40 years. Yeah, he deserves some rest. But yeah, Casey has a bit... I think Casey has a bit of there's a chicken under the car. Ha ha ha. Mikey, keep your chickens out of the barn, man. But yeah, Casey has a bit of an ego problem for what it takes. Which I get, they're teenagers, and teenagers get pretty full of themselves. And, he goes off to face the demon by himself, and it doesn't work out well. I think this is going to be one of him trying to, like, at least get closer to Donnie, because the two keep, like, getting each other's nerves with their shared feelings towards April. But they're going to have to, like, put aside their differences at some point, to work together and face the bad guys. Oh, man, poor Donnie is going to need a new bow staff. I just watched the end of the episode, Race with the Demon, and, like, Casey doesn't actually win the race with the mutant car. He just, like, he has the mutant chicken in the back of his vehicle, like, lay the mutagen egg as he, gets the rocket boost ahead of the mutant car. And then he knocks, mutated Donnie out of the mutant car and then reverts back to old Donnie. And Donnie uses the bow staff to, like, pry the car's mouth open, which really is just, like, the hood with the jaws. And the bow staff breaks. And then April comes in, the other Turtles, and just barges him off the cliff, but the mutant car is just like, I'll be back! Blah! But yeah, it is really nice finally seeing Donnie and Casey see eye to eye for once, how they both work together to save the day. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to keep this episode a little more just, like, straight to the point, because it's getting pretty late, and, I'm just gonna end it really quickly and try to get up before midnight, but yeah. Like I said at the start of this video, stay tuned for the May 2025 Schizo Rambling coming up pretty soon. Probably this weekend, maybe next weekend. Fingers crossed this weekend, though. And yeah, I wanted to say, oh, jeez. April this year was... I said it on my Instagram story yesterday, and I'll say it again here. Like, it was my busiest month of the year so far, between the zoo and the gym and everything else has been going on. But this month, as of now, of the year has been my favorite too. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and you guys have a good night. Stay beastly.